I just changed that earlier today, so it should be fine. Yeah. I'm muting.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. feel paralyzed. Now I know it's over. I see you passing by, hand in hand, with your perfect light. My body, a ghost town, feels like someone cut my tongue. I didn't know my heart could die this young. Oh, now when I look in your eyes, I feel paralyzed.
Hello,
Hello.
this is Arizona Six Mans, your favorite Twitch channel, ASMR. No, I'm kidding. Anyways,
I love that.
we got some hype Arizona Six Man Summer League content right now. Oh, thank you, Beanboy. That's all I do is I try and please you as best as I can every week. But yeah, hey, we've got some Summer League content right now. This is week 4. We've got one special matchup for you guys today. All the rest of them are being rescheduled. But clearly, as you can tell, I'm hyped, even though I tried to calm myself down at the beginning. Beanboy's giving me the thumbs down. How are you doing, Beanboy?
I'm doing great. You know, we're halfway. We're halfway through the series. You know, this is kind of where teams start to define who they are. So this one game today should be fun to watch.
Absolutely, and these two teams I think are very much looking to define who they are as the standings are kind of revolving around them. We've had one matchup from this week being played already and 2 more that will be rescheduled later. So we'll go ahead and switch to those now so we can give you guys a rundown of what's about to happen. Before the one matchup that is going to happen this week, we have Doug Esports versus RL Sideswipers. We'll go ahead and pull that up right here. And as you can see, that's going to be the matchup for this stream today. The rest of them had a couple time conflicts. We're going to have to reschedule them. One matchup has already happened, actually, and that was a matchup that we had hoped to get streamed because it was pretty content-filled. Those were the 2 top teams on the standings, Knife to Meet You and Googly Boogly, going head-to-head. That would be my team as well as, you know, a team of another one of our admins, Angel. And it was definitely a good matchup. It went to Game 5. We ended up losing all of the threes games, but we did win the 2v2 and a clutch 1v1 from Lin that got us to Game 5 in the first place. But of course, Googly Boogly very strong. They go 4-0 in the standings with a +5 game differential, and we're dropped to 3-1 with a +5 as well. But yeah, again, to focus on those teams that are about to start, third place in the standings is Doug Esports, and today they're going to look to extend that even further to go up maybe 3-1 today with a further, lead in game differential and possibly overtake Knife to Meet You for second place. And then Chineki is sitting at a normal fourth, and RL Sideswipers are playing for a lot after a loss in week 1 and a loss in week 2 again, I believe. They are trying to claw back into the standings. They're just outside of the top 4, which will be making it to the playoffs. And as you said, Beanboy, we are halfway through, so I mean, these playoffs are going to count, and they're coming up quick, and RL Sideswipers is going to hope to do that as well. And we've got Pleb Esports, which is going to be 1 and 2 as well, at a -3 game differential. And Bava and the Buoys and Riz Crackers both sitting, unfortunately, at 0 and 3, although we've seen very good performances out of both of them so far, and they're both hoping to make it, further up in the standings as we continue through this season. But let's go ahead and just switch over to the teams for today's matchup. And I'll let you take this one away, Beanboy, because I know you like talking about these two teams.
And boy, do we have a matchup today. I mean, I've got to see a lot of Doug Esports, and they're coming in today to play RL Sideswipers, and it's going to be another match of fun. Honestly, I think Collie's team is always fun to watch. You can always bet Collie's going to take the 1v1s, and he's pretty dominant at those, as we've always all talked about. But yeah, this RL Sideswipers team, they've had some reschedules, they've had some subs play for them, and this is kind of what the second time they've been able to be on stream. So should be fun to see how they're forming, see how they're going down the stretch into this tournament. And I'm curious to see how Krim leads them, honestly, as the
Yeah.
team captain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree that Krim is going to have to, step up the leadership, although he's been doing definitely very solid so far. And as you said, Kali in that 1v1, very strong. But honestly, we have seen some very good 1v1 performances out of Krim as well. He was able to take it in overtime against Nando, and maybe even in overtime as well. I don't remember exactly. But taking it in, in an overtime, I believe, against Epsky too. Both of his 1v1 performances so far in the 2 series that he has played have been very strong. And he's been known to clutch up in those situations, although Kali is definitely going to be his biggest challenge yet in terms of a 1v1 if that does happen. But again, like I said, against Doug Esports, and I'm going to keep saying this throughout the entire season, I think mind games have to come into play, especially for Doug Esports. They've continued to put Kali in for a guaranteed 1v1 win, but honestly, 1 week if they decide to put someone else in, that could be a complete switch up in the momentum of the series, and maybe they may end up even taking it if a team like RL Sideswipers chooses to put a player that is not so good at ones in, and then Doug Esports doesn't even drop Kali, and Kali's able to be saved for a 2v2. That could be a good strategy to come in. But I think I'm overthinking this too much, and you might be too, Beanboy. But we might as well just honestly get straight into some Rocket League action before I talk myself into a bunch of confusions. So let's go ahead and start playing this game right now. The first game is going to be 3v3, so we are going to see, again, Doug Esports versus RL Sideswipers, the matchup of the week, because it is the only matchup of the week that we're going to have on stream. But this should be quality content. The kickoff is coming in just 1 second, and we've got that going, and we're going to make sure that we got all our casters in here as well. But for now, Visions is going to take it up on the wall, and Kali is going to get a good 50. It's going to pop over to the red side, and Krim's going to control it into the corner, grabbing a big boost. CG is up on a challenge, and I want to see something out of CG for this series, who's been a very solid player for his team so far. But as he's going for that, Kali is just going to put it in the back of the net. Nothing, just no sign of slowing down for the team captain for Doug Esports, and he just wants to slot this and just honestly move on with his day, get a good night's rest and fall asleep after maybe a 3-0 win.
Yeah, that's kind of what we talk about, right? Getting the goal early and trying to keep that lead. And I think with Kali's team, it's just a great chance for them to stay on top, and they get a beat here. Maybe another goal with Louis. Can't get past him, but still, green team just there ready to pounce on the ball if they get the chance.
Continuing to pounce on the ball is Scrubs as he's going to get another shot on net. Visions is going to take control. Crim up in the corner, and like we said, yeah, Kali, if Doug Esports can get that first win in a 3v3, it then puts the shot off from CG there. But it does put the pressure onto RL Sideswipers because they then have to choose between a 2v2 or a 1v1, and we all know how strong Kali is in a 1v1. If they decide to leave that 1v1 for game 4, Kali might be able to absolutely dominate, which means it is important, very, very important for RL Sideswipers to win a game 2 or a game 3 if they do go down in this first game, and Doug Esports is looking to put it up one more. Kali's going to take a shot on net, and it's off target, but Krim is going to be able to maybe put it away as Kali's going to continue the pressure. Scrubs pop up. Is CG there for the follow-up? He's taking his time. He gets a good shot, although he just puts it into the backboard, hoping his teammate's going to be there, but no one is. A counterattack now from Visions. Waves gets a demo, and Kali, team captain, eliminated from the play. Scrubs bumped by CG, and Waves is going to put that into the net. Oh, that's unfortunate, and, you know, as we've said, good aggression from Doug Esports, but that aggression can't happen against your own teammates, as unfortunately the team bump is going to let in a goal for all Sideswipers.
Yeah, no, that's just unfortunate. Kali's not even there to have a chance after he got demoed, and his team kind of proven that they need him there as that third, but the demo honestly was just a great play there, and maybe almost Doug getting the chance there. Could have tried to slot it into that left side of the net, but RL Sideswipers kicking it back. Kali maybe going for a play. Waves with the miss. The team is falling apart. Louis with a chance to pass it. Kali can't get it over, and this could be bad for Doug Esports.
Although, as you say that, Doug Esports is going to continue the pressure off of a little bit of a mistouch from an RL Sideswipes player, but they are going to continue to press onto the other side of the field, switching the momentum towards the Doug Esports half, but unfortunately CG's going to get a 50 and it's just going to go right back into the red zone again, and Scrub's going to try and put a shot on net, but that's pretty weak. Waves is going to be able to save it, and so far, honestly, a pretty uneventful game from the two teams. They're just playing solid attack and solid defense. As you can see, the RL Sideswipers defense stepping up so far, a couple saves coming in, and CG's going to put more pressure on, but both attacks for both teams have been good. I think Doug Esports has been a little bit more solid, but as we've said, RL Sideswipers is definitely standing up to the task on their defensive half.
They definitely have some sneaky attacks. I mean, we've seen this ball kind of go on Doug Esports' goal line a few times, as it did slip in for one of their one goal, and almost right there again. They're just, it seems like their defense is letting the ball kind of slip past them. They need to kind of buckle up here. Even if they're strong on offense with their pressure, they still need to eliminate any chance for RL Sideswipers on their offense.
Yeah, and you have to be thinking that eliminating any chance for RL Sideswipers would involve a win in game 1, because as you said, Kali's strong in the 1v1s, but of course, Scrubs and CG have proved to be a good 2v2 team as well, and it's definitely sweep potential, honestly, for both teams, because as we said, Kareem is also very solid in 1v1s, and then Visions and Waves are going to hope to get a 2v2 win. Although they haven't done so well in the 2v2 so far, they might be able to, as Kali's going to go to an attack against Kareem with good defense, is going to keep that one out. CG trying to put a pass in for Scrubs. Scrubs is playing very deep third man. He's going to just get a solid 50 against Kareem, and that's going to open it up for Kali. Waves with the good save. Kali's still there, though, and he's just going to put it in the back of the net. Bang, as you said, Kali is just going to continue the aggression, and for a player who normally in our esports and in our teams that we have here at ASU, because Kali is an ASU player, he's definitely playing a lot more aggressive than a typical second or third man role that he usually takes on those teams.
Oh, for sure. And after when he realized that Waves mistouch, it's kind of over there. No one's back. He's got a simple shot, and he's in the right position, like kind of like you mentioned, just taking that spot and kind of playing that consistent role, making sure his teammates are kind of making the plays, and they did. They shot it off that backboard and left it right for Kali.
Good attempt there from RL Sideswipers. They're going to continue the pressure, although CG should be able to get a good save. Kali did actually dive into net, not expecting CG to be able to make it for that save, and that's going to open up a little bit for RL Sideswipers, and a miss on Kali, further opening up the space on the field for the red team to make an attack, but unfortunately nothing's going to happen, and Doug Esports going to look for a counterattack. Scrubs back to Kali, nothing's going to go into net. Krim is going to try and defend this and take it out, but CG, good aggression from the third man, the third pick, and there you go. CG is just going to put on a ton of aggression there for Doug Esports and is going to open up the field entirely for Scrubs, who's just going to double it over both of the heads of both Krim and Waves, unsuspecting and not prepared for that double touch. That's just going to go right into the back of the net.
Yeah, that was amazing, honestly. It gives his teammates just probably some good motivation playing this last 30 seconds. I mean, that double That double off that backboard was clutch, and
Oh,
CG with the demo. Wow, we've seen that. We've seen that plenty of times, and it again opens a place right for his teammate. Easily let that one in the goal as no one's back. I think he got two. Did he get two there? I think he got
yeah,
two
he
on that
did get two.
sidewall.
Yeah, I mean both
Wow.
both demos on both of the Doug Esports players. Yeah, CG is just continuing that aggression, and as we've said, I mean 3v3 should tend to be the most even matchup across all of these teams, especially because no matter the skill level of these players, as I'm talking about skill level, Colley's
Uh,
just gonna put a guaranteeing goal in the back of the net, and that should lock up game one. But yeah, talking about the skill level of these players, everyone has their own role on the pitch, and CG is definitely playing that very well with the demos that he's been, creating and opening up the space for Kali and Scrubs to shine mechanically. And this definitely looks like a very well-rounded full team effort from Doug Esports as they're going to look to put another one in 6-1. Are we going to see a Brazil here, Bean Boy?
I don't know. That would be something to see, but after
Might
just
be our
the
first
last
one.
half of this game, it might be our first one.
Hmm.
After the last half of this game, we're looking at Dougie Sports settling in, right? We saw a little bit of their defense being an issue, and they seem to have picked it up and just kept moving with their pressure. I think they're looking happy moving after this into the second game of the series.
Yeah, absolutely. Doug Esports have got to be ecstatic with that result because, as we've said, 1v1, Kali is very strong. And I've said it a million times. I sound like a broken record, but yeah, he is a very strong player in that. And yeah, it's honestly, I don't know, that 3v3 game felt a little bit out of reach. But to be honest, when there's a blowout like that, it's not really always too much of a concern for players like that because, it could just end up have been a fluke and maybe RL Sideswipers are able to just put that one behind them and move on to the next game. What do you think, Beanboy?
Yeah, it's definitely a thing where you gotta keep your head up, gotta keep moving. Um, and we heard they picked twos, so
Hmm.
I don't know. I see. There's a thing too. If they're trying to just have a good time, they might throw Collie in, but um, I don't know. It should be interesting to see what they get here. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, we could see either player from RL Sideswipers, either of the top two picks, Crim or Visions, and then a solid duo with Waves later. But I don't know. It's gonna have to. Oh, I don't know. I think it's gonna have to come down to Crimson is probably gonna be safe for the 1v1. So I think we're gonna see Waves and Visions. Although they did lose that first game, so maybe we'll see a Crim and Visions duo into this next one. Who do you think's gonna be on side of Doug Esports, Beanboy?
Yeah, no, I think we're gonna go with the classic look we've seen all tournament with Scrubs and CG. I think there's a point where what's it called? There's a point where you kind of play a lot with each other, and you get
Hmm.
that chemistry, right? And
Hmm.
so, and we know obviously Collie's got that 1v1, so you can't really get much chemistry other than play that game mode a lot. So we probably have them training a lot in their free time to
Yeah.
on this 2v2, and I feel like I don't really know much about the side
Hmm.
swipers and what they like to do with their tendencies, but if they want to try to get ahead, swap the momentum, I think you throw Crim in.
Yeah, I know. I
Um,
do think you throw
yeah.
Crim in, although he has been playing a lot of 1v1s. But honestly, we will have to just see because this 2v2 matchup could, determine the momentum for the rest of the series, and we're going to see it happen right here. We've got Scrubs and CG on the side of Doug Esports, and it looks like Visions and Waves. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was expecting. They are saving the two players, Kali and Crimson, for a 1v1, and we're going to get a lot of content for that. That's got me now hoping that Sideswipers is going to be able to take either the 2v2 or the 3v3 when following, so we can see that intense 1v1 between the two players. And oh no, that
Ooh,
looks like a triple tap
the
spread between
pool
two
shot.
players. Scrub seems to get one and Waves with two, and that's just going to go in the back of their net. And this isn't a good start for me because I wanted to see a game 4 1v1. But I mean, yeah, it's tough for our Sideswipers out here in this series.
I know, right? Dougie Sports, give us the content. Come on, throw a game. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah, no, it was CG off the bat, letting Scrubs get in a good position to get that goal, and I think we're gonna continue to see that as Scrubs here taking his time on the wall. He's got about 50 boost. Can he make a play? Trying to force it off Waves, but Waves is not having it as he lets it in mid, and CG gets the poke they need. They're all on offense, but the ball's in an awkward spot to put in the net. Nick can't do it as Waves cuts back in time to regain that ball and get some offense. CG doing all he can to keep it alive, but it's just Scrubs left in a 1v1. He gets it. He
Close.
gets it. Barely past Visions. And now they're kind of in a crunch. I feel like Scrubs is a little cautious here, but Sideswiper's giving them time. Scrubs getting beat out again. We're not seeing crazy chances yet as the ball's going back and forth. Maybe a shot here?
Close,
No.
close. Oh yeah, I mean, I think that we're gonna continue to see. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna stop that statement for now, as Waves is gonna put one in the back of the net, and it looks like a little bit of a miss from Scrubs on the backboard. CG does get beat by Visions, and Scrubs just—that's a tough ball to read, to be honest. When it hits the corner and bounces outwards like that, yeah, that happens, and I don't
Mhm.
fault Scrubs at all for that. But back to what I was saying, Scrubs is going to continue to dominate in this 1v1, or sorry, not the 1v1, in the solo plays, because that's what he was doing in a 3v3. But now they don't have a solid player like Holly to back them up, and CG is still going to continue to play the aggression, as Scrubs is just going to put another one in net completely on his own. CG didn't even need to do anything there. But the aggression from CG that we saw in that first game could continue to come out in this second game, although there is not going to be a solid player in the backline like Holly to back him up, so maybe that'll lead to some overcommits. I don't know what you think, Bean Boy.
Yeah, I think that's probably a chance we'll see that a little bit more as he feels like he has some time, but there's definitely some chances that RL Sideswipers are getting just to get their hands on the ball and kind of poke and prod their way to maybe a goal. Kind of what they did in the first goal for them, but look, it's just Scrubs trying to take his time. I feel like there's maybe a chance he's doing this because we know CG's a little lower of a player, and he's kind of that one that's always there, kind of going to be second and going for the demos. And that's why Scrubs is trying to control. I see,
More
look, he gets the
demos.
demo there, and maybe a double for
Should be able
Scrubs.
to
Yep,
end, yeah.
nice and easy. It's kind of what we're seeing.
Exactly. CG's just continuing that aggression, and I saw him chase a demo earlier, although he didn't get it. He did make RL Sideswipers, I believe it might have been Waves, really awkward. And then he continues to get that revenge and just keep demoing and demolishing RL Sideswipers. I think demolishing is a better word in this sense because CG is just an absolute menace on the field right
Straight
now.
up demolishing.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely controlling the pace of this play by slowing it down and giving Scrubs that option to go for solo plays like that as he goes for almost 2 flip resets, but that is going to lead to a counterattack. CG defends well, but a demo on the other side. I think RL Sideswiper's got a chip on their shoulder now, demoing CG, the man who's been tormenting them so much, and another shot from Waze, unfortunately off the crossbar, and RL Sideswiper's got to hope for a little bit more luck here, or at least bad karma for Doug Esports with those demos that CG is just absolutely throwing their way.
Yeah, he's cooking it up. Chef of demos.
Oh yeah.
Maybe another one. He's going for that bump in the net. He can't get it.
Oh my gosh.
A little overcommit, but Sideswipers just kind of give it away.
Really good
Scrubs
touch.
now with his time. Yeah.
Oh,
Almost the ceiling shot. Great play there for Visions to save it. Now Waves all on his lonesome. He got the flip there, but
Did.
could not use it. Now CG with an open net. Can he get the double?
Oh.
Oh, man. And it is brutal. CG going for another bump. He is not letting up, even with this 2-goal lead.
Oh my god, this is probably one of the scrappiest 2v2 games I've seen. I mean, just bumps and whiffs and demos everywhere, and Vision's gonna go for another one, but there's no one in net. I don't know what happened there. All right, I need to take
I
a look back
think-
at this. CG does chase a bump and just unfortunately unable to get it, and Scrubs in net, I don't know, he was just expected a bump from Visions, and so he didn't commit for that early, but that just means he lets it roll into the back of his net, and that's a little bit of a mistake from Scrubs, who on the field right now is definitely the team captain, wielding CG as a tool to get those demos and make sure that his team stays on top, but staying on top looks a little bit more difficult now as RL Sideswipers bring one back.
Yeah, this Waves and Visions duo is not letting up. They definitely have some tricks in their pocket, and I think that's what they're gonna have to need to regain this lead. They're definitely playing together a little more than this Doug Esports team until the demos fall for CG. Maybe another chance here, almost pinching into that Doug Esports net. That's what they wish happened, but now they're just kind of 50 each other here in the midfield. Vision can't get the touch. CG
demo?
getting demoed himself.
There are absolutely grudges on the side of both teams right now. I mean, CG, honestly, just a menace. I don't think he's got any sort of grudge at all. He's just playing just to have fun and troll some
Menace
other
to
opponents.
society.
But yeah, absolute menace behavior from CG. But yeah, RL Sideswiper's clearly looking
Oh
to score
no.
one. Oh, what a demo from Scrubs on the other side. That actually opens it up. RL Sideswiper's almost got a goal there off of an open net, and Scrubs is going to
Oh,
turn it around. And
oh
oh, he
my
missed that one
god.
too. Oh no.
What?
The pop shot from Scrubs is just going to hit the crossbar, and that's a big risk with those. I mean, when you don't flip into the ball, does have a chance to go high, but that's tough. And Doug Esports, not lamenting that one too much yet, but if RL Sideswipers manage to score one on here, then they might be regretting that chance that they just missed. Pinch maybe. Oh, nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, kind of touching back on what you said earlier, this scrappy game, and there's a shot from Scrubs. Wow, it definitely something. Honestly, I think
That's tough.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words right now.
You're at a loss for It's okay. That's just a good pass from CG to Scrubs. I mean, that was definitely a solid connection between the two Doug Esports players. But yeah, they're, like you said, scrappy game, although they're cleaning it up a little bit, and Doug Esports has probably looked a little bit more polished than RL Sideswiper so far.
Yeah, Duck Esports has taken their time this game, and it's kind of how they won it, right? We've seen a lot of misplays and mistouches and misses in general from sideswipers as the ball touches the ground. Doug Esports does indeed take game number 2, which leads us into that 3v3
Hmm.
potential sweep coming in now for Doug Esports, and we've seen how many sweeps have we seen? Just one, I think. I think
Yeah, there was, I
one
think, only one so far, and
with
that was,
Nice to
I'm
meet
proud to
you.
say, my team. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
My team did sweep, and actually, it was a sweep against RL Sideswipers, with the sub
Hey.
Wind Waker in the first week. But yeah, as much as I enjoyed that sweep that got us a good place in the standings, I am going to be a little bit sad if RL Sideswipers are the only team to have been swept and swept twice throughout this entire
Hmm.
season, because I think that they
You bring
deserve
up
a
a
lot
good
more. I
point
mean,
there.
yeah, exactly. Visions and Waves are a very solid duo. But I don't know what you think is going to happen in the 3v3 match, Beanboy. Give me your thoughts.
Well, we saw 6-1, right? We're gonna need a shift. We're gonna need some sort of momentum shift, and I think that starts with just making the consistent touches, not overthinking everything, making even the smallest plays to
Hmm.
keep your team alive and keep moving in the game. I mean, if you miss a ball, all good. Get it out of your head, right?
Hmm.
Keep your head up and keep moving, and you kind of don't want to fall to this sweep.
Hmm.
But I guess we'll have to see here
Yeah, we are
as
gonna have to
these
see,
teams.
and I'm excited to see what does happen because these two teams are definitely looking very strong. RL Sideswipers, they have lost 2 games now, but that first one was a little bit of a blowout. But the mental reset did kind of help in game 2 because they were able to kind of recover and not take it too seriously, and it was a competitive 2v2 between those two teams. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that both teams will be able to recover well, and I'm going to continue to hope that RL Sideswipers takes this 3v3 and is able to bring it because I too really want to see a 1v1 between Kali and Krim. For those of you who don't know, both of those two are actually on the team together now at ASU for this summer season, and pitting teammates against one another. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but for me, it's fun. So I would have a lot
Yeah,
of fun to see that
that's good
happen, and
banter.
hopefully RL Sideswipers, yeah, hopefully RL Sideswipers are able to take this last 3v3 game. But we're gonna get right into it. Beanboy, I'll let you kick us off.
Yeah, and kick it off we will as Kali and Waves on this kickoff. Kali getting the beat, which leaves CG to himself, maybe trying to make a play on the ball. He can't. Now Scripps containing what he can. Can't stay on the ball, leaves it for Kali, but he gets bumped off, and
Oh,
Scrubs actually in the right position to follow it. But a great save by Visions, and now a chance coming in at Sideswipers, but Kali keeping it in the half. Scrubs going for maybe a double. He was a little far off there. TG, is he going for his peak?
close.
Oh,
All the
that
teams.
would have been an iconic moment.
Hmm. That would have
Now
been a
we're
clip.
just
That would
seeing
have been a clip for real.
pressure. Oh, dude, clip all day. I think I
Everyone,
would have left that on my desktop.
yeah. Oh, for real. Everyone's hoping to score a clip in this summer league. I mean, we're all just having fun out here and trying to score the best goals that we can. We've got a couple of them if you want to check them out in the highlights down below, or the clips rather. But yeah, I mean, these two teams are definitely going at it, and Doug Esports and RL Sideswipers, I think so far Doug Esports have still a little bit of an upper hand in terms of aggression on offense. So RL Sideswipers, either they have to make a solid defensive adjustment, which honestly I think they had at the beginning of the series, and it didn't really work out too well for them. Either they have to go with that, or they have to just put some more offense on the field. But Krim can be an aggressive player if needed, and Visions maybe as well, and Waves, always there to back up his team. All of those three players can connect very well on offense, but they need to do more, do so a little bit more. As Scrubs is going to try and get a 50 into the corner, Krim's going to control it though. Waves there to catch it, but he misses it just by a little bit, and that opens the field for Krim. But then Collie's going to pass it back. Waves almost getting a clip of his own. Close attempt from the double there, and Vision's also going for a double. That one's off the backboard. Krim's going to pop it onto the backboard one more time, and Vision's just not going to turn for that, and he's going to let Doug Esports kind of get a little bit of a solid control, although an attempt from Waves, and I don't know, that one came out of nowhere. It looked like Waves was kind of leaving, or Visions rather, and then Visions appears out of nowhere. It 50s the heck out of CG, and then Waves is there to clean it up. That's good chemistry from the 2 team that we just saw play.
Yeah, it's what we need to see happen more, honestly. Like that pressure, that 30 seconds of pressure from our side swipers was crucial, and they need to keep doing that because there's some chances where a few of them rotate too far back and they're getting that boost, and it just leaves Collie and Scrubs to kind of cook in their own ways, get their boost they want, and take control and keep the pressure for themselves. So maybe something here as Waves gets the demo, but Scrubs has some boost. He's going to be the first man here, trying to pressure Visions. He can't get the touch, and now CG leaving it for Collie. Collie getting the touch he needs. Is CG with the cut. Kind of a fake. It definitely left the Sideswipers to move back. Almost a demo. A double. My apologies.
on target,
and
yes.
slotted. Wow.
Oh, there you go. I mean, that's CG for you. He gets a little bit of a fake, and then Kali as well, faking it for Scrubs. 2 fakes from the side of Doug Esports, and then CG just a perfect shot right onto the side of the net, and Vision's a good attempt to save it there, but you can't stop CG on the demos especially, but also just straight up pure offense from this player from Doug Esports, and they tie it back up and are looking to take it 3-0. As much of a content spoiler as that would be, a sweep against RL Sideswipers, a bit unfortunate, but it could happen here.
Yeah. I think if we, again... Oh, what is that?
Oh my gosh.
A pinch on the ground? That was... What?
That's so weird. The way he floated after that ball reminded me of Remco in Season 3. If anyone remembers that one goal, he kind of floats after and then taps the ball 2 times off of the ground. And Kali just floating, mimicking the pro players of the past, as he's going to just put in another goal to put up Doug Esports, And they're going to continue to rampage as Scrubs, another infield pass to Kali. We've seen those two connect very often as CG is just demoing on the back line, and Kali going to take up CG's responsibilities. No, he's not. Both of them are. They're going to do it at the same time. 2 demos from Doug Esports on RL Sideswipers, and RL Sideswipers look a little bit stuck in their half right now as Scrubs, another shot off the backboard. Is someone there? No.
Yeah, Collie now having to take it on his own, relieve this pressure for his team, and there you go, Scrubs making a beautiful cut, almost a touch again, leaving it to Collie now as he bumps it over to CG. CG not really containing it, but allowing himself to get a second touch. Now getting boomed past him, it's Collie getting demoed. Could leave time for RL Sideswipers to make some sort of move here, and they're trying on a cut from Waves, a miss from CG, and the ball is just being left untouched currently. Oh, almost a shot top box of the net. Are you kidding? What even happened here? The ball barely got touched.
Wow. I mean, I could try and explain what happened. It looked like Vision's just a good 50 off the sidewall, and then he kind of like boosted Waves up a little bit on that one. I don't know what happened, or either that or the 2 switched.
Threw him in the air, just hucked him up.
Exactly, a little bit of a pad bounce, like a Goomba stomp, but it actually works.
Definition of team play.
That is the definition of team play. Physically getting into the play together and scoring an assisted goal in that way. But Doug Esports they're gonna have to try and continue this aggression, because RL Sideswipers have definitely turned it on the offense, and they want to keep pushing because they need these goals if they want to take it to Game 4 and give Krim a chance against Kali.
Yeah, it's got to be confidence, right? We've seen it in all the goals that RL Sideswipers have, and it's when they're on offense, right? If they can continue to scavenge a little bit of boost just to get on offense, we're seeing Ollie's team and Doug Esports in general crumble. They're getting demoed, they're getting bumped out of position, left with no boost, and it's leaving RL Sideswipers kind of some easy goals. So if they can continue to get it out their half and leave these Dougie Sports teams with no boost, can they get the
Oh.
play? No! Left with no boost. As I'm saying, RL Sideswipers had no chance at saving that as Scrubs was ready for the down touch off that goal.
And that's tough. I mean, Arlo Sideswipers played such good defense there, but that's just that's just not what you want to
It
see.
is what it is.
Especially that's just not what we want to see. As Doug Esports going to continue the aggression, Scrubs is going to put it towards the net. Waves, he's going to have to control this. 10 seconds left. What can he do here? Nothing. Krim is going to try and get it clear. Is he going to be able to follow that on the ceiling? No, he's not. Still
Everything
aerialing.
on the
Good pass to
line.
Waves. Oh, and it goes into the corner of Doug Esports net. All they got to do is kill it here, and they do. That is a clean sweep from Doug Esports, and spoiling all of our hopes. We're not going to get that 1v1, but I don't think Doug Esports is sad about that at all. That's just a solid performance from them. Kali, Scrubs, and CG are just going to take that and run. Like I said, at the beginning of the series, they can now go to bed if they want to, although I don't think anyone goes to bed this early, except me. I kind of do sometimes, so.
Yeah, just go hit the hay, you know. Go take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Get off
I
Rocket
can
League.
sleep
Go
now.
have fun. Go eat dinner.
That's crazy.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I already ate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, I
perfect.
need some people to give me Beanboy. When do you eat dinner? Because I eat dinner at like 5:30,
Now I have
and
like
people
a
are telling me that's
range,
too
right?
early.
Now I have a range at
Oh,
like
okay. You have a okay. That's good.
I have
That's
like
good.
at 4 p.m.
He's
to
got
like 10
versatility, guys.
p.m. It's whenever I'm
Oh
hungry.
gosh. Fair.
But
At
yeah,
that point, is
yeah.
4 p.m. even dinner, or is it just lunch? Like,
No,
to be honest,
it's
okay, no,
Leonard.
that's dinner.
It's Leonard.
It's dinner.
It's
Yeah,
Leonard.
yeah.
I have
10
second
p.m. is
dinner
like,
later.
yeah, 10 p.m. is that's midnight. That's like merienda time. That's midnight snack
Yeah. Yeah. If I
hours. But
forget to
you know,
eat.
I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge you. But yeah, as we saw, that's a solid performance from Doug Esports, taking it 3-0 over RL Sideswipers. But yeah, I mean, for this week, as it's gone so far, as I said, that good matchup from Googly Boogly versus Knife to Meet You earlier. And then this one as well from Doug Esports versus RL Sideswipers. The standings are going to change up a little bit, and like you said at the beginning of the stream, we're halfway done, and we are definitely getting some progress in. And these teams are now realizing the pressure. If they want to make playoffs, they got to start stepping it up. And I don't know what you thought about that game, Beamboy, and how it fits into the rest of the standings. But let me know what your halftime thoughts are in terms of halftime of the season.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Dougie Sports definitely have to work on a little bit of their threes game, and I say that nicely, right? Their offense is great. They do whenever they're
I think you mean
on
RL
offense, they're
Sideswipers, right?
pressure. No, I mean
You mean
Dougie
Doug
Sports.
Esports?
Their
Oh
offense
my
is
God, he's throwing shade.
great. But as I mentioned, a lot of their goals faltered to that defense. If they want to be the number one team, if they want to beat an undefeated team, or a team that's up in the leaderboards right now, they need to learn to pick up some small pads a little bit on the way back. If they have 20
Okay.
boosts, 20 boosts
Okay.
on all of them, they make those saves. They make all
Okay.
the saves, and they kind of probably shut down the series in general. Now, for all side swipers, on the other hand, there's a little more you need to take. You kind of need to sit back, right? You need to kind of like look at what happened, right? And it comes down to a little bit of the same thing, but also consistency a little bit, right? And
Mhm.
sometimes their positioning is a little jumbled up. There'll be like
Yeah.
3 of them in net, and even if you have no boost, sometimes you have to either push up on the ball closely or kind of do a risky play to get it to your teammates and hopefully
Mhm.
get a big boom. But we didn't see much of that when it came down to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think honestly, if they can learn to, um, it could be an off week too. I'm just saying it now, but they had a few missed touches on backboards. They sometimes couldn't get to the ball in time, and it would just float in front of their
Yeah.
net, and then left some easy goals for Dougie Sports, in kind of both the 3v3 and 2v2. So it's definitely something where you just gotta play a little more, right?
Yeah.
You gotta maybe hit some practice a little more and come back and do better in the next week.
Mhm. Yeah, and honestly, I don't think that the outlook for the standings is too terrible so far for both of these teams. As you said, they got to try and take down those top teams, but hopefully both of these teams are going to look to do that in the playoffs, because most of them have already played top teams. Doug Esports and RL Sideswipers both have matchups against Riz Crackers and Bava and the Buoys, which, as it stands right now, are at the bottom of the scoreboard, but we have seen strong performances out of both of those teams so far, and they are going to be very hungry to get those first wins. So RL Sideswipers and Doug Esports definitely need to keep playing solid and make sure that their game is at the top point. And then both of them, since we've got 3 weeks left, they each play one of those two teams 1 week, and they're gonna have one pretty difficult matchup probably waiting for them. Doug Esports is gonna have to play Knife to meet you, and RL Sideswipers is gonna eventually go up against Googly Boogly, two of the top teams on the standings. And those are definitely going to be the prep matches for RL Sideswipers in week 6, and for Doug Esports in week 7. They're going to have to start getting ready for playoffs. If they want to make it, they're going to have to take down those top teams, and that's going to prove to them that they deserve that top 4 spot and deserve the chance to play against these top teams in the playoff bracket, which will be later on. Yeah, Beamboy, I think we're all done. That's basically all we got for this
It's
week.
over already? What?
It's over already, I know, and it sucks because I love doing this Summer League stuff. We all, put a ton of work into it. Shout out to all of the players on the teams. You and I are on our own teams as well, and here casting and helping out around the scene in the back is also great. Thank you a lot to Bava for doing the stream today, and for Angel for doing the stream in the past, and all of the admin team here. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate all the teams for playing, all of the matches for happening, and I'll see you maybe on the cast again next week. We'll have to see, Beamboy, but we've got
Probably
week
on the
4
cast.
basically. Oh yeah, probably on the cast. We've got week 4 wrapped up for you guys. Tune back in next week at the same time. As always, put it on your calendars or something, because we're not going anywhere. This has been Summer League
Keep
week
your
4.
notifications on, everyone.
There you go.
What's
Turn
going on?
notification. What's the thing? It's like, subscribe, hit the bell, but that's
yeah,
on
like,
YouTube.
subscribe.
What do we say here?
That's totally Twitch.
Follow, sub, and yeah. I don't
Drop
know.
a Twitch Prime.
Drop a
even though
Twitch
you
Prime.
can't.
Anyone with the Twitch Prime in the chat?
You can't.
Actually, I don't think we can because we're not
No,
affiliate.
we're
But
not
if you
affiliate.
guys want us to be affiliate, follow. I'm just saying. I'm just
Exactly.
saying. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. That's been Summer League for this week, and we'll see you next week for week 5 and some more good matchups.
Keep it easy,
Peace.
chat.
So can you go too long about the mistakes? While I resent, I learned to hate. Forgot your names. Fear the struggle to follow on. Need to focus to prove you're wrong. I'm not wrong. I know why. I know why. Holding on to this. Holding on.